जगन्नाथ पिला माने तुम मानक मोर यूट्यूब चैनल एसपी स्मार्ट एजुकेशन को स्वागत। पिला माने आज आम दशम श्रेणी इंग्लिश बही गोटे विषय एट द हाई स्कूल प्रश्न उत्तर करवा। पिला माने तुम माने विषय बुझी जाइछ एबे जिबा तार क्वेश्चन आंसर करिया। बही जो क्वेश्चन आंसर गुड ना वीडियो को शेष पर्यटन देख स्किप न कर गोटे गोटे देख आंसर मुझे देखा तुम देख पढ़ी दूसरी तुमने मन देख शुणव ये दरकार पड़े खातार लिखिदेव लिखिले परीक्षा क्वेश्चन आसो। तेणु तुमने चैनल जब नुआ चैनल को लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब करदे जहाँफल तुम पाक नूतन नूतन वीडियो सहजरे शिक्षण वीडियो सहजरे पहुँची पार। एथर जा आम क्वेश्चन आंसर को जा। क्वेश्चन आंसर आम देछि 1 नंबर P1 पार्ट 1। ये लेट्स अंडरस्टैंड द टेक्स्ट P1। P1 P2 एमती किसी देछि आको आम आज गोटे गोटे सब आंसर करवा। तुम मैंने वीडियो को शेष पर्यटन धैर्य सह देख कौन से असुविधा रही कमेंट मध्य पचार। 1 नंबर देछि व्हाट इज ए बायोग्राफी। बायोग्राफी कौन व्हाट इज एन ऑटोबायोग्राफी जीवनी कौन आत्मजीवनी कौन दुटा पिले देख बायोग्राफी ऑटोबायोग्राफी पार्थक्य कौन। बायोग्राफी इज द लाइफ हिस्ट्री ऑफ ए पर्सन। बायोग्राफी लाइफ हिस्ट्री ऑफ ए पर्सन एंड ऑटोबायोग्राफी इज द लाइफ हिस्ट्री ऑफ ए पर्सन रिटेन बाय हिमसेल्फ और हरसेल्फ। कहूँ बायोग्राफी हूँ गोटे लोकर लाइफ स्टोरी किए लिखिदेव किंतु ऑटोबायोग्राफी निजे निज जीवन लिखिदेव। पिलाने बुझीपाल व्हाट इज बायोग्राफी एंड व्हाट इज ऑटोबायोग्राफी। 2 नंबर देछि इज दिस लेसन ए बायोग्राफी और एन ऑटोबायोग्राफी सपोर्ट योर आंसर विथ रीजन। यही विषयटी एक जीवनी बा एक आत्मकाणी कारण दर्शाई तुम यथार्थ प्रदर्शन कर। आम आर आंसर आंसर है दिस लेसन इज एन ऑटोबायोग्राफी ऑटो माने निजे लिखिथे सेल्फ बायो लाइफ ग्राफी माने राइटिंग। The reason for it being an autobiography is that it begins with first person pronoun प्रथम पुरुष सर्वनाम I standing for the writer Mahatma Gandhi. Also the use of my proves it is to be an autobiography. गांधी जी आमर निजे लिखिले। 3 नंबर को जिबा was गांधीजी good at studies? How will you support your answer? गांधी कौन पाठरे दक्ष थे तुम्हें किपरि तुमर उत्तर को समर्थन करिवो। Yes, गांधीजी was good at studies. I will support by saying so regarded as a fool at the high school. Saying so regarded as a high school with the expression mentioned like I was not regarded as fool at high school. I always enjoyed the affection of my teachers and I never had a bad certificate. I even won prize. 4 नंबर को जिबा Did his teacher like him? तांकर शिक्षक तांको भल पाउथले कि? Yes, his teachers liked him. 5 नंबर What sorts of certificates were sent to his parents? केउं प्रकार प्रमाण पत्र तांको पितामातांको पाखकु पठा जाउथला? The certificates of progress and character were sent to his parents every year. 6 When did he win prize? से केतेबेले पुरस्कार जीतुथले? He won prize after he passed out of the second standard. 7 नंबर को जिबा Which standards did he get scholarship in? से केउं सब श्रेणी रे अध्ययन करुता बेले छात्रवृत्ति पाइथिले? He got scholarship when he was in standard 5th and 6th. पंचम षष्ठ से कोन वृत्ति पाइथिले? 8 नंबर को जिबा What were the amounts of his scholarship? Scholarship रे तांको केते मेधावृत्ति मिलुथला छात्रवृत्ति मिलुथला? Rupees 4 and 10 were the amounts of scholarship Gandhi obtained. से 4 ଟଙ୍କା ଆଉ 10 ଟଙ୍କା ପାଉଥିଲେ। 9 ନମ୍ବର ହୁ ଡିଡ୍ ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ମୋର୍ ଫର୍ ହିଜ୍ ସ୍କଲାରସିପ୍ ହିମସେଲ୍ଫ ଅର୍ ହିଜ୍ ଗୁଡ୍ ଲକ୍। ସେ ଛାତ୍ରବୃତ୍ତି ପାଇଁ କାହାକୁ ଅଧିକ ଧନ୍ୟବାଦ ଦେଲେ, ନିଜକୁ ବା ନିଜର ସୌଭାଗ୍ୟକୁ। He thanked his good luck more for his scholarship than himself or his merit. 10 ନମ୍ବର What do you know about Gandhi as a person? ଜଣେ ବ୍ୟକ୍ତି ଭାବରେ ତୁମେ ଗାନ୍ଧୀଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ କ'ଣ ଜାଣିଛ? As a person, I know that Gandhi as a student was good at studies besides being very particular about himself. P1 ସରିଗଲା, ଏଥର ପିଲାମାନେ P2 ର 11 ନମ୍ବର What was he very much careful about? ସେ କେଉଁ ବିଷୟରେ ଅଧିକ ଯତ୍ନଶୀଳ ଥିଲେ? He was very much careful about his character. ଚରିତ୍ର ବିଷୟରେ ବହୁତ କେୟାରଫୁଲ ସିଏ ଥିଲେ। 12 ନମ୍ବରକୁ ଯିବା How did he react when blamed? ନିନ୍ଦିତ ହେଉଥିବା ବେଳେ ସେ କିପରି ପ୍ରତିକ୍ରିୟା କରୁଥିଲେ? When he being blamed, he broke into tears. କାନ୍ଦି ପକାଉଥିଲେ or any sort of blame brought tears into his eyes. 13 ନମ୍ବର What was the more important for Gandhi's winning prize or building character? କ'ଣ ଗାନ୍ଧୀଜୀଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଅଧିକ ଗୁରୁତ୍ୱପୂର୍ଣ୍ଣ ଥିଲା, ପୁରସ୍କାର ଜିତିବା ବା ଚରିତ୍ର ଗଠନ କରିବା? Building character was more important for Gandhi. 14 ନମ୍ବର Why did he get physical punishment? ସେ କାହିଁକି ଶାରୀରିକ ଦଣ୍ଡ ପାଉଥିଲେ? He got physical punishment for more little blemish in his character. Who was the headmaster? ତାଙ୍କର ପ୍ରଧାନ ଶିକ୍ଷକ କିଏ ଥିଲେ? Dorabji, Edulji, Jimmy was the headmaster. 16 ନମ୍ବର Was he popular? Why? ସେ ପ୍ରଧାନ ଶିକ୍ଷକ ଜିମିଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ ଲୋକପ୍ରିୟ ଥିଲେ। ଜିମି କ'ଣ ଲୋକପ୍ରିୟ ଥିଲେ କି କାହିଁକି? ଯେଉଁ ଆମ ପ୍ରଧାନ ସାର୍ ଜିମି ସେ ଲୋକପ୍ରିୟ ଥିଲେ କି? Answer yes, Mr. Jimmy was popular because he was a disciplinary, a man of method and good teacher. 17 ନମ୍ବର What was made compulsory for upper standards boys? ଉପର ଶ୍ରେଣୀର ବାଳକମାନଙ୍କ ପାଇଁ କ'ଣ ବାଧ୍ୟତାମୂଳକ କରାଯାଇଥିଲା? Gymnastics and cricket were made compulsory for upper standard boys. 8 ନମ୍ବର I dislike both. What does both refer to? ମୁଁ ଉଭୟକୁ ଘୃଣା ବା ନାପସନ୍ଦ କରୁଥିଲି। ଏହାର ଉଭୟ କ'ଣ ସୂଚନା କରୁଛି? I dislike both. Here both refers to gymnastics and cricket. ଗାନ୍ଧୀଜୀ ଦୁଇଟାକୁ କୌଣସିକୁ ପସନ୍ଦ କରୁନଥିଲେ। 19 ନମ୍ବର What was the reason for Gandhi's dislike for cricket and gymnastics? କ୍ରିକେଟ ଓ ଜିମ୍ନାଷ୍ଟିକ୍ ପ୍ରତି ଗାନ୍ଧୀର ଘୃଣାର କାରଣ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା? The reason for Gandhi's dislike for cricket and gymnastics was his shyness. 20 ନମ୍ବରକୁ ଯିବା Was the headmaster a lover of games? ପ୍ରଧାନ ଶିକ୍ଷକ କ'ଣ ଜଣେ ଖେଳପ୍ରେମୀ ଥିଲେ? Yes, the headmaster was a lover of games. 21 ନମ୍ବର What false idea did Gandhi have about games? ଖେଳ ବିଷୟରେ ଗାନ୍ଧୀଜୀଙ୍କର କେଉଁ ମିଥ୍ୟା ଧାରଣା ଥିଲା? Gandhi nurtured a false idea. ଏକ ମିଥ୍ୟା ଧାରଣା ପୋଷଣ କରୁଥିଲେ that games had nothing to do with education. 22 ନମ୍ବର What were his views on games later? ପରେ ଖେଳ ସମ୍ପର୍କରେ ତାଙ୍କର ମତ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା? Later he viewed that games should have most place in the curriculum as mental training. P3 କି ପିଲାମାନେ ଯିବା P3 23 What was the special reason for Gandhi's dislike for gymnastics? ଜିମ୍ନାଷ୍ଟିକ୍ ପ୍ରତି ଗାନ୍ଧୀଜୀର ଅନାସକ୍ତିକର ବିଶେଷ କାରଣ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା? The special reason for Gandhi's dislike for gymnastics was to serve his father after school. ସ୍କୁଲ ପରେ ସେ ଯାଇ ତାଙ୍କ ବାପାଙ୍କର ଦେହ ଖରାପ ଥିଲା, ସେବା କରୁଥିଲେ, ତେଣୁ ସେ ଜିମ୍ନାଷ୍ଟିକ୍କୁ ପସନ୍ଦ କରୁନଥିଲେ। 24 ନମ୍ବର Compulsory exercise came directly in the way of this service. What was the service? ବାଧ୍ୟତାମୂଳକ ବ୍ୟାୟାମ ପ୍ରତ୍ୟକ୍ଷ ଭାବରେ ଏହି ମାଧ୍ୟମରେ ଆସୁଥିଲା, ସେବାଟି କ'ଣ ଥିଲା? compulsory exercise came directly in the way of this service. The service was to serve his father. ସିଏ ଯାଇ ତାଙ୍କ ବାପାଙ୍କର ସେବା କରୁଥିଲେ। 25 ନମ୍ବର Did the headmaster grant his request? Why? ପ୍ରଧାନଶିକ୍ଷକ ତାଙ୍କ ଅନୁରୋଧ ରଖିଥିଲେ କାହିଁକି? No, the headmaster did not grant his request because he did not believe him. 26 Why did he get to school late? ସେ କାହିଁକି ବିଦ୍ୟାଳୟରେ ବିଳମ୍ବରେ ପହଞ୍ଚୁଥିଲେ? He got to school late because he had no watch and the clouds deceived him also. ତାଙ୍କ ପାଖରେ ଘଣ୍ଟା ନଥିଲା ତେଣୁ ବାଦଲ ମାନେ ସୂର୍ଯ୍ୟଙ୍କୁ ସମୟ ଜାଣିପାରିଲେନି ତେଣୁ ଲେଟ୍ ହେଇଗଲା। 27 Clouds deceived him how? ବାଦଲ ଖଣ୍ଡକୁ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଠକିଦେଲା କିପରି? The clouds deceived him as the clouds had gathered across the sky. He did not guess the time and reached the school when the boys had all left. 28 Did the headmaster believe what he said? ସେ ଯାହା କହିଲେ ପ୍ରଧାନଶିକ୍ଷକ ବିଶ୍ୱାସ କଲେ କି? No, the headmaster did not believe what he said. 29 How much was he fined? ତାଙ୍କୁ କେତେ ପରିମାଣ ଅର୍ଥ ଜରିମାନା ଲଗାଇଥିଲା? He was fined 1 or 2 annas. 29 ପରେ ପିଲା 30 What was he accused of? What was the accusation proper? ସେ କାହିଁକି ଅଭିଯୁକ୍ତ ହୋଇଥିଲା? ଅଭିଯୋଗ କ'ଣ ଯୁକ୍ତିଯୁକ୍ତ ଥିଲା? He Gandhi was accused for lying. No, it was not proper in case of Gandhiji. 31 What pained him so much? କ'ଣ ତାଙ୍କୁ ଅଧିକ ଯନ୍ତ୍ରଣା ଦେଇଥିଲା? The accusation of that he was lying pained him so much. ପିଲାମାନେ ପାର୍ଟ 4କୁ ଯିବା 32 ନମ୍ବର 32 ନମ୍ବର What lesson did he learn from it? ସେ ଏଥିରୁ କ'ଣ ଶିକ୍ଷା ଲାଭ କରିଥିଲେ? From it he learned that a man of truth must be a man of care. 33 Was he careless in school later? ପରେ ସେ ବିଦ୍ୟାଳୟରେ ଯତ୍ନବାନ ହୋଇଥିଲେ କି? No, he was not careless in school later. 34 Did he really have to pay the fine? ତାଙ୍କୁ କ'ଣ ପ୍ରକୃତରେ ଜରିମାନା ଦେବାକୁ ପଡ଼ିଥିଲା? No, he did not have to pay the fine really. 35 How was the fine exempted in the end? ଶେଷରେ ସେ କିପରି ଜରିମାନା ଦେବାରୁ ମୁକ୍ତି ପାଇଥିଲେ? The fine was exempt in the end of the Gandhi's father wrote him to the headmaster urging his service for him after school. Part 5 36 What was the other neglect Gandhiji talk about? ଗାନ୍ଧୀ କହିଥିବା ଅନ୍ୟ ଏକ ଅବହେଳା ବା ଯତ୍ନହୀନତା କ'ଣ ଥିଲା? The other neglect Gandhi talked about was his bad handwriting. 37 What was his earlier notion on handwriting? ହସ୍ତଲେଖା ବିଷୟରେ ତାଙ୍କ ପୂର୍ବ ଧାରଣା କ'ଣ ଥିଲା? His earlier notion on handwriting was that it was not necessary part of education. 38 When and where did he realize that his notion were wrong? What made him think so? କେତେବେଳେ କେଉଁଠାରେ ସେ ହୃଦୟଙ୍ଗମ କଲେ ଯେ ତାଙ୍କର ଧାରଣା ସବୁ ଭୁଲ ଥିଲା? କେଉଁଥିପାଇଁ ଏଭଳି ଚିନ୍ତା କଲେ? Until he went to England and later in South Africa, he realized that his notions were wrong. The observation of good handwriting of the lawyers and the young men in South Africa made him think so. 39 What were his views on handwriting? ହସ୍ତାକ୍ଷର ବିଷୟରେ ତାଙ୍କର ମତ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା? He viewed that good handwriting was a necessary part of education and bad handwriting should be regarded as a sign of an imperfect education. 40 What was his advice to young men and women in this regard? ଏ ବିଷୟରେ ଯୁବକ ଯୁବତୀମାନଙ୍କୁ ତାଙ୍କର ପରାମର୍ଶ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା? What was his advice to young men and women in this ବିଷୟରେ ଯୁବକ ଯୁବତୀମାନଙ୍କୁ ତାଙ୍କର ପରାମର୍ଶ କ'ଣ ଥିଲା? His advice to young men and women in this regard was to to learn handwriting only after they have learned to draw objects by observation. Part 6. Why did Gandhi consider Sanskrit harder than geometry? ଗାନ୍ଧୀ କାହିଁକି ଜ୍ୟାମିତୀୟ ଅପେକ୍ଷା ସଂସ୍କୃତକୁ କଷ୍ଟକର ବୋଲି ବିଚାର କରୁଥିଲେ? Gandhi considered Sanskrit harder than geometry as there was nothing to memorize in geometry, whereas in Sanskrit everything had to be learned by heart. 42. Which class was Sanskrit introduced in? କେଉଁ ଶ୍ରେଣୀରୁ ସଂସ୍କୃତ ଶିକ୍ଷା ଆରମ୍ଭ ହେଉଥିଲା? Sanskrit was introduced in the 4th standard. 43. What did Gandhiji say about the Sanskrit and Persian teachers? ଗାନ୍ଧିଜୀ ସଂସ୍କୃତ ଓ ପର୍ସିଆନ ଶିକ୍ଷକଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ କ'ଣ କହିଥିଲେ? ନା as Gandhiji said, the Sanskrit teacher was a hard taskmaster, but the Persian teacher was lenient. ଲେନିନ୍ ପିଲା ମାନେ ଉଦାର ବା କୋମଳ, ହାର୍ଡ଼ ମାନେ କଠିନ, କଠିନ ମାନେ ଗଲ ଅଧିକ କଠୋର ଅଧିକ ପାଠ ଦେବା। 44. Where they on good terms quote sentence from your text in support of your answer? ସେମାନେ ସଂସ୍କୃତ ଶିକ୍ଷକ ପର୍ସିଆନ ଶିକ୍ଷକ କ'ଣ ଉତ୍ତମ ସଂଖ୍ୟା ଥିଲେ? ନିଜ ଉତ୍ତରର ସମର୍ଥନ ପାଇଁ ପାଠ୍ୟପୁସ୍ତକରୁ ସଂଗ୍ରହ ବାକ୍ୟଟି ଉଠାଅ। No, they were not on good terms. The sentence supporting the answer, there was a sort of a rivalry going on between the Sanskrit and the Persian teacher. 45. What tempted him to sit in the Persian class? Persian ଶ୍ରେଣୀରେ ବସିବା ପାଇଁ ତାଙ୍କୁ କ'ଣ ଆକର୍ଷିତ କରିଥିଲା? The easiness of the Persian subject tempted him to sit in the Persian. 46. How did the Sanskrit teacher feel about it? ସଂସ୍କୃତ ଶିକ୍ଷକ ଏ ବିଷୟରେ କ'ଣ ଅନୁଭବ କଲେ? When the Sanskrit teacher saw Gandhiji sit in the Persian class, he was grieved. ଦୁଃଖିତ ହୋଇଥିଲେ। 47. Why did think it necessary for Gandhi to study Sanskrit? ଗାନ୍ଧିଜୀ ସଂସ୍କୃତ ପଢ଼ିବା ଆବଶ୍ୟକତା ବୋଲି କାହିଁକି ଭାବୁଥିଲେ? The Sanskrit teacher thought it necessary to Gandhi study Sanskrit because he was the son of a Vaishnava father. Besides, Sanskrit was the language of his own religion. Part 7, 48 की ଯିବା। Did he come back to Sanskrit class? Why? ସେ କ'ଣ ସଂସ୍କୃତ ଶ୍ରେଣୀ ଫେରି ଆସିଲେ କାହିଁକି? Yes, he came back to Sanskrit class because he could not disgrace his teacher's affection. 49. What put him to shame? ତାଙ୍କୁ କ'ଣ ଲଜ୍ଜିତ କରିଥିଲା? The Sanskrit teacher kindness put him to shame. 50. Who was his Sanskrit teacher? ତାଙ୍କର ସଂସ୍କୃତ କିଏ ଥିଲେ? Krishna Shankara Pandya was the Sanskrit teacher. 51. How did the study of Sanskrit help him later? ସଂସ୍କୃତ ପଠନ ତାଙ୍କୁ କିପରି ସାହାଯ୍ୟ କରିଥିଲା? The study of Sanskrit helped him acquire the little knowledge of the language of the fostered his interest in scrapbooks. 52. What feeling did Gandhi have for his teachers? ନିଜ ଶିକ୍ଷକମାନଙ୍କ ବିଷୟରେ ଗାନ୍ଧୀର ଅନୁଭୂତି କ'ଣ ଥିଲା? ନା ଗାନ୍ଧୀ had the feeling of regards and love for his teacher. ପିଲାମାନେ ଆମର କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆନ୍ସର୍ ସରିଗଲା। ଏଥର ଯିବା ଗ୍ରାମାର ସେକ୍ସନ୍। ପିଲାମାନେ ସବୁ ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ ଦେଖିନିଅ, ଦରକାର ହେବ ଯଦି ଖାତାରେ କରିନେବ, ନହେଲେ ଆକୁ କିଛି ବେଶୀ ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ। ତମମାନଙ୍କୁ ତଥାପି ମୁଁ ଦେଖେଇ ଦେଉଛି, ଦେଖିନିଅ। ଏଇଟା ସବୁ ଗ୍ରାମାର ଅଛି, ୟାକୁ ସବୁ ଦେଖିନିଅ। ତମର ଦରକାର ଆସିବ ଯଦି କରିବ, ନହେଲେ ନାହିଁ ୟାକୁ ଛାଡ଼ିଦେବ। ପିଲା ଆମର କିଛି ସର୍ଟ କ୍ୱେଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଅଛି, ଦେଖିନିଅ। ଡ୍ୟାସ୍ ପ୍ରମାଣ ଅଛି, ଡ୍ୟାସ୍ ପ୍ରମାଣ ଦେଖିନିଅ, ୟାକୁ ସବୁ କରିନେବ। ଆଉ ଏଇଗୁଡ଼ା କରିସାରିଲା ପରେ ଆଉ କିଛି ବେଶୀ ଦରକାର ନାହିଁ। ଆକୁ ତୁମେ ମାନେ ଆକୁ ଗୋଟି ଗୋଟିକି ହାତରେ କରିନେବ, ମନେ ରଖିଦେବ। ଏ ଗ୍ରାମାରରେ ସର୍ଟ କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆମର ଆସିବ। ଆକୁ ସବୁ ଡ୍ୟାସ୍ ପୂରଣ ଅଛି, ପିଲାମାନେ ତୁମେ ଦେଖିନିଅ, ଆକୁ ଗୋଟେ ଗୋଟେ ଖାତାରେ କରିବ। ଯଦି କୌଣସି ଅସୁବିଧା ହେଲା କମେଣ୍ଟ ମଧ୍ୟରେ ପଚାରିବ। ଆମର ଶେଷରେ ରାଇଟ୍ ଏ ଲେଟର୍ ନେବର୍ 100 ୱାର୍ଡ ଟୁ ୟର ପେନ୍ ଫ୍ରେଣ୍ଡ ଟେଲିଂ ହିମ୍ ଆବାଉଟ୍ ଗାନ୍ଧୀଜି ଆଜ୍ ଏ ପର୍ସନ୍। ଗାନ୍ଧୀଜି ଗୋଟେ ଲେଟର୍ ତୁମ ସାଙ୍ଗ ପାଖକୁ ଲେଖିବ। ପିଲା ଚିଠି ଲେଖା ତୁମେ ଶିଖିଛ, ତଥାପି ଦେଖିଲିଅ, ୟାକୁ ମନେ ଲେଖିଦେବ। ପିଲାମାନେ ଇଏ ଥିଲା ଆମର ଦଶମ ଶ୍ରେଣୀ ଇଂଲିଶର ଆଟ୍ ଦ ହାଇସ୍କୁଲର କୋଶ୍ଚିନ୍ ଆନ୍ସର୍। ତୁମେ ଆକୁ ସବୁ ଗୋଟେ କରିନେବ, ଖାତାରେ କରିକି ତାକୁ ମନେ ରଖିଦେବ। ଏ ପରୀକ୍ଷା ଆସିବ, ଲେଟର୍ଟା ପିଲା ଦେଖିନିଅ। ପିଲା ଆମ ଚ୍ୟାନେଲ୍ ଯଦି ଭଲ ଲାଗୁଥାଏ ମନେକରି ଲାଇକ୍, ସେୟାର, ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍ କରିଦେବେ, ଯାହାଫଳରେ ତୁମମାନଙ୍କୁ ସହଜ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ ତୁମ ପାଖରେ ମନେକରି ପିଲାମାନେ ସବସ୍କ୍ରାଇବ୍, ଯାହାଫଳରେ ତୁମମାନଙ୍କୁ ସମସ୍ତ ଭିଡ଼ିଓ ସହଜରେ ପହଞ୍ଚିପାରିବ। ରହିଲି ପିଲାମାନେ, ଥ୍ୟାଙ୍କ ୟୁ, ଜୟ ଜଗନ୍ନାଥ।